This is gonna be hilarious.
Alright guys, Mark Crossfield here, AskGolfGuru Golf and Country Club, over the water, 65 yards out. I'm going to try the Wilson Staff. Oh, dropped that ball there. Wilson Staff, and this one is the DX3 spin up against Titleist Pro V1. Let's see what the numbers say. I've got my GC quad. Let's talk about how they feel, and we'll see how they react on the green, as well as on approach shots, also with some drives and a bit of putting and chipping as well. Pro V1 to start me off, 65 yards, bit into the wind. Right, 9,000 revs on that one. Sprayed in sand, 8,880. So let's see what Wilson DX3 can do. 8,399. Does feel soft. That was quite a soft feel, that. Not that it relates to spin, just off the face it felt almost chrome softy. And that's 7,800 revs. Let's go and see where they finished. So you could see pretty much from where that's a Titleist, so Wilson, from where they were landing on the green, the spin numbers were reacting very similar. That's a Titleist flag, obviously just here, and here is a Wilson. Good first test. I would say the Wilson feels softer. Don't relate that to stop, don't relate that to spin. That's purely a feel thing off the face, often an acoustic side as well. So I'm going to do a little chip from off the green to get the feel. Not much green to work with, but enough. Just coming up over a drop off. So Wilson V, Pro V, how's it feel when you're chipping? Wilson definitely feels that little bit softer in its sound. It does feel, like I say, it reminds me more of the Chrome Soft that I'm using. I don't prefer one or the other. Maybe prefer the Wilson because obviously I use that kind of ball. I think for some people it might feel too soft, but impressed. So we're going to go Pro V1 first with the driver. Let's see what numbers we get from the tee. Good feel on the tee. 266 with 1924 spin. Again, that's a good flight. 258 spinning 2,000. See how Wilson compares. So I'm interested to see how this feels off the face, because obviously it does feel softer with those other clubs. Oh, not much in that. 253 spinning at 2,089. I mean, they must be on top of each other, those ball shots. 258 spinning at 16. So that's interesting. That's a bit lower than I was expecting. Let's get up there and see where they've actually finished.
This is gonna be hilarious.
So I've tested 2 sets of balls there. So we're gonna drive up.
Oh, test that. Look at that.
Right, I'm testing other balls, which is why you're seeing other balls here, but I'm showing you this because it's quite funny. So we've got here 2 sets of Pro V1, so there'll be 4 Pro V1. Pro V1 there, and then we got a Wilson staff here, a Velocity, a Wilson, a Pro V, a Pro V, a Pro V, and then up here, a Velocity. So let's put this into perspective for the 2 sets of videos that I'm making. Now we don't know which Pro V is which, but basically they're all exactly the same distance, apart from one Velocity. That Velocity spun at 1.6 and it ran further. I saw it chase. I think it's caught some kind of slope here and shot, which is why it's gone that bit further. But it's gone literally 7 yards. Apart from feel and sound, there's no difference in any of them off the tee. So let's do the 7-iron test. Pro V1 first, Wilson second. Quite a lot of wind up there. Hit that well. I don't know if it's up. 5,900 revs. Just the front edge. Ah, it didn't draw. Oh, in the bunk, hit that well. 6,600 revs. Let's see how Wilson does. Up the left side, 5-1 spin. Might kick in from there. Oh, I've ripped that, but it's again not drawing. 5-8 spin. So slight variations in spin there. Again, the balls feel very similar. So let's finish with a little bit of putting. Gonna go Pro V first, Wilson second.
Ryan Little.
When it comes to putting with the 2 balls, again the Wilson feels that fraction softer, for whatever that means, if it's audible, if it's something I can feel. Again, that's more similar to what I play, so I quite like that. I think some people would find that too soft. Interesting, isn't it? The numbers on both are very, very similar. I would say Titleist possibly a little bit more consistent with its numbers, but hardly anything really. It would be hard to say that, to be honest. 2 good balls. Which one would you go for?
Anyone wants a test, a robot test? This is your man, Mr. Mark.
Mr. Mark.